My initial tests of playback with this found that occasionally it would seem to sort of play what looked like the right speed, but then if you change direction or stop and start again, it might just start racing ahead. What I found was the problem was actually, if we look in here, the head was getting stuck in about that sort of position, or on an angle. So that was preventing it going up. Caps and pinch rollers weren't engaging. So basically the motor had no resistance and it could just race ahead and do what it liked. So I sprayed in there some contact cleaner, gave it a nice healthy dose, and also this morning I gave it another spray with a bit of deoxit in there. So now when you press play and change directions, it actually seems to work. Change directions. And that seems to be quite reliable. I can smack that a few times now and it always seems to be quite happy. The other problem I had, obviously on the initial test, was I was only getting left channel, nothing on the right. That's not really unusual for these old decks when you get them. What I've always seem to find is that when that sort of problem happens is when you go through and change the capacitors, it magically fixes itself. And as you can see, here we are, we've got left and right channels. And that was yesterday's job actually, was I wanted to replace all the capacitors after we basically got the mech pretty much working. So I figured it's not really much point in trying to do any sort of calibration or further testing with all the old capacitors in there, because in these decks, especially this age, they're gone. So there's the dead bodies there. There's not as many as in the CT-7000, definitely not as many as in the Technics RSM-250 either. So I've also confirmed that the output is actually coming out of the output jack, so we are getting sound left and right channel. It sounds about right. This is just a cheap tape that I've just recorded actually on the last CT-7000, which the speed on that seemed to be pretty much dead on and quite a low wound flutter. So I think this is going to be quite okay, and hopefully a minimal amount of adjustment is going to be required. There's plenty of trim pots in there to adjust this and that, so that's going to take a little bit of working through with the manual, but at least I do actually have a manual with this, whereas with the CT-7000 it's only sort of a partial couple of pages, so it makes it a little bit more challenging. But I did get the other one, actually the last one I did, to a fairly high standard. The other thing that is wrong here is there's a bulb busted in there, and these are, I think, actually incandescent bulbs, and you can see there's like a broken wire, and I think just when this was being got out, or someone's been in there before and broken it. So I would actually like to do an LED replacement, maybe use you can get sort of rectangly shaped LEDs, and there'd be enough room there to pack a resistor and maybe just glue it in there or do something like that, and then that would be pretty much a permanent, never have to worry about it again, repair. And aside from that, that's really all there is for this update. One thing I did notice too, and I suspect that this is usual, but this heatsink here actually gets frightfully hot, but again, that's probably expected.
Radio Blitz.